there, it's Kevin with Roguedeckbuilder.com, here with a new deck tech. I've already actually played a couple of games with this already. I'm 2-0 right now. I beat Jund and I beat Esper, and I've switched the deck up a little bit. I thought I'd do another. I was looking at my deck tech and it messed up in the recording, so I'm going to re-record this here. I've done a couple of changes here. I've added 2 Scavenging Oozes, got rid of the Deadly Recluses, and added 2 Forest and a Steam Vents, and cut out 2 Hinterland Harbors and a something else. I cut one other card out. Maybe I just added 1 Forest. Yeah, I'm down to 22 lands now, is all. And I think that 22 lands works perfectly with this deck and this curve. We do have some 6 drops. We try to ramp into those. Maybe I do need to take Group Color Beasts out. I'm not sure. But I added a Farseek because that way it will give me another option for a first turn Forest, and also it will give me a way to fix my lands. I was having a little bit problem getting that extra red. Now we have 9 sources of red, 10 with the Farseek, to cast our Huntmasters and our Domries. Anywho, let's just go down since this is I have to redo this deck tech completely, let's just go over exactly what this deck is. I've made this deck before. I've had this Rogue Fightclub deck before, but with the addition of Elvish Mystic, I really think this deck gets a nice little addition with Elvish Mystic, and now paired with the Arbor Elf, you have 8 ways on turn 3 to get it, or turn 2 to get a turn 2 Domri or a turn 2 Predator Oozes, which can win games by themselves. So it is a good old Is It Staticaster Nightshade Peddler combo that has worked so well. And one of the reasons why I think it's very well positioned right now is mid-range is a very, very popular deck right now. Jund mid-range, of course, is extremely popular. And also, the aggro decks, this combo works perfectly against aggro decks, but it's really good against the Naya, RG, and Jund mid-range decks. So they're starting to become very popular because control is extremely popular right now. UWR control, Esper control, black-blue control, mono-black control, black-green control are all very big right now, and this deck does wonders against the Jund and the RG and Naya and all those types of decks. So and it's not horrible against the control decks because you have cards like Predators and Domri that can just win the game by themselves, and a Group Color of Beasts. I'm testing this guy out to see if he's worth it. So far, I haven't actually had it. I've had him in my hand once, wasn't able to cast him, but I think it might be a good sideboard card. I have him main board right now, but we'll have to wait and see if he works or not. So it's also got the Ulna Tracker Predator Ooze combo in here as well. And that's why I used to have the Deadly Recluses, because it gave me something else that can fight. But I've got plenty of things in here that trackers might be good for fighting. One being the Predator Ooze, another being a flipped Huntmaster, another being a Wolf-Ear Avenger that can regenerate. So all in all, I do think that it is worth it having a tracker, 2 trackers in here on 1-drops. And they make great, I mean, it's more fodder. 32 creatures in this deck. I'm going to hit a creature every couple turns with Domri. It's over a 50% chance to hit one, and the fight on Domri is really what he's in this deck for. Again, I don't suggest putting Domri in a deck where the -2 isn't amazing, and in this deck it is very amazing with Wolf-Ear Avenger, Predator Ooze, and even flipped Huntmasters, or anything paired with the Nightshade Peddler. It is basically just you can even pair a Nightshade Peddler with an Arbor Elf, and Domri becomes removal. So that's why I have this in here. Huntmasters help stabilize. They're good versus control as well. They're just one of the best creatures in the game. So if you're playing a green-red deck that isn't aggro, I suggest putting Huntmaster in your deck. Yeah, so that's the gist of the deck. On the sideboard, we have Acidic Slimes. I don't know if these main board worthy, but these really punish the 3-color decks. You can lock them out of a color. It also gets rid of Detention Spheres. It also gets rid of, I don't know, Trading Posts. That's a deck right now. I will be making a Trinket Mage Trading Post deck. I know there is one running around, but I've got an idea for my own, so stay tuned. It's going to be an Angelic Accord Trading Post deck, and it's very, very awesome. Don't know how competitive it is, but stay tuned for it. We have the 3 of Scavenging Oozes. Those are great versus a lot of different decks. They might be main board playable. I might have to take out the trackers for the Oozes and kind of swap these out for sideboard, main board. I'm including 2 Pit Fights. It might be my last cut unless I can find something better. I think Pit Fight's great with Predator Ooze. It gives me a creature removal. I could go Searing Spear, but I mean, this is colorless mana in my deck. Basically, everything taps for either green or a red. So, and then it can having my Predator Ooze fight something is awesome. Any way to tick up the counter. So maybe Pit Fight's not as great as I would think in this deck, but we're going to definitely try it out. So I've got, all right, 1 minute before the standard daily starts. I'm going to hurry and go over this. Got a Rourke Thar the Unbowed, amazing versus control. You get this guy out, you can get it out as quick as turn 4. You get this guy out, they're screwed. Anyway, 3 Thyrotusk in there for mid-range, control, even aggro. You can come in And oop, there's our events starting. Let's go back to our deck editor. And then the two Zealous Conscripts against any sort of mid-range deck. All in all, again, I'm 2-0, going in the standard daily. I just started the standard daily. In the two-man queues, I beat Esper and John. You'll be able to see those videos. And now I'm going into the standard daily. Wish me luck. This is Kevin from Roguedeckbuilder.com. Thanks for watching.